Today we are going to learn how to make flavored sweeteners. These are great for adding to ingredients, recipes, muffins, that sort of thing. And we're going to talk a little bit about that with the extracts. I've talked a little bit about these extracts before, but today specifically I am going to make some more of this lemon flavoring. This is really great to have on hand. This is actually empty. I've been honestly just taking off the lid and making my own because this little guy, and these are really good. I do recommend them. There's this one and there's a chocolate one that's really good and an original that I pulled the label off. I don't have the chocolate one, but these are $10. So yes, they're really good, but you can make them yourself, and you can do this with either stevia. If you're not a keto purist and you don't care if you get fake sugar, you could even make that with some pure sucralose. You do want, for this recipe, you do want one of the intense, so I would not recommend the erythritol blend because that's going to be too bulky. So we're going to use just some pure monk fruit. I get this on Amazon for $25, and it usually will last me a while. I haven't actually tracked the exact amount of time. I should probably figure out. I'm going to guess probably a month and a half or so if I'm eating a lot of coffees and making a lot of treats and muffins, because I also, when I make my husband's muffins every week, this is typically what I will use. For my son's muffins, I use honey as the sweetener because he's not low carb. But anyway, you could do this with any flavor really that you like. Find a really good intense flavor. I've talked a lot about before that if you do use extracts, spend a little bit more money and get a good extract. So for this recipe, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to fill up our bottle here almost all the way with water. So I'm going to fill it to probably about here, about where that little drop line is. That way I have room for the extract as well as for the sweetener. So I'm just going to come over here and fill it up and get it all done. Okay, so the cool thing about putting the water into there directly, and you can use filtered water. I actually had bought some distilled water, but and I did use that, but it doesn't change the flavor. So depending on where you live, I guess, will depend on, you can use bottled distilled water or boil it first if that makes you feel better about your life. No judgment. So because we're going to do the lemon, and lemon's really good in just making like lemony water, which is really yummy. So if I make lemonade for my keto aid, I like to use this. It's also really good in tea. So if I am out in the world and I want to stop and get a tea at a gas station or somewhere, then I will just go ahead and put this sweetener in there, and then it makes it not only sweet, but it gives it that lemon flavor. So this is the lemon extract I like the most. It is, I mean, you would probably get some a little bit cheaper on Amazon, but it has a really intense flavor. So we're going to do, and I have the wrong, I'm going to just eyeball it here. I'm going to do about 1/8 of a teaspoon, because it is a super intense flavor. And you can actually, you know, just throw this stuff when you're at home. You can just use your extracts, which is what I normally do. But making these sorts of things are great for traveling, because then you can just have it in your car. So I usually keep just a standard regular sweetener in my car just all the time, because that way if I travel I have it. Especially for the monk fruit, because it doesn't dissolve super well. It kind of just floats on the top. So there's that. Alright, so this is how much liquid we have currently. And I can smell it, and you can just smell the lemony. And then I'd usually do about 2 teaspoons, which is 2/3 of a tablespoon of monk fruit. And we are going to stir that in. You could just stir it or shake it. I am going to use my handy dandy thing here. But the problem with using this tool, I will say, is that as you can see, is it really foams up. And that foam is going to have a lot of your yumminess, right? So I do like doing it with a measuring cup that has a spout, by the way, because then it makes it a lot easier to pour in. If you don't, you could use one of these handy little things to pour it as well. But then it all goes in there like that. And then that's it. So now I have a lemon flavor, and I can flavor water, tea, basically whatever I want with this. So I thought I'd show you guys some of the other options I've had. I've been trying to kind of add to my collection of extracts. So I have peppermint, I have rum, which I bought for a rum cake, which was disgusting. I don't like the taste of alcohol. I don't know why I thought I would like it. That was actually way pre-keto. That extract's really old. I have root beer. I have banana. Really excited. I'm going to do a muffin recipe with this. And I'm going to use the zucchini muffin. I'm going to take that Atkins recipe, and instead of all the nutmeg and stuff, I'm going to put some banana in it, and so it'll taste like banana muffins. Pumpkin pie. So those of you guys that are getting ready for fall, this is really exciting. You can do this and have your own little pumpkin spice recipe. And these are, I pulled out these bottles because you can use these to put your ingredients in. So if you don't, obviously, if you don't have one of these already ready, I do like this for my car. I have 3 of them. I have this one, a chocolate one, and then this plain one that I've kept and just reused because I like them. Like I said, I like to just stick these in the car all the time. But these are handy to have around the house. You could travel with them because they're small amount of ounces. So even if you do an airplane trip, you could even put this in your carry-on without being in trouble. Just make sure you put it in the baggie that they make you put it in. So, but we've got coconut, we have coffee extract, the lemon I already showed you. I did buy this red raspberry extract. Do not buy this though. Do not. It's not strong enough. You can see how much, I don't know if, maybe you can't, but it's about to here. When I bought it, it was up to here. I had to use that much extract in basically one bottle. So it basically just filled it all. It was, basically straight extract. Because you're putting it in something, and so you want it to have a pretty intense flavor because you're basically diluting it when you add it. But you guys could do this. Those of you guys that do like the Mio or the Stir, I'll pull those out here. These things right here, these are like $3 to $5 a piece. So you literally could make this using these extracts. You get on Amazon and just look up extracts. You can get just about any flavor. They have blueberry. I want to get some wild cherry next. This is some green apple, and I'm going to have a really delicious, quote unquote, not really apple, but tastes just like apple crisp recipe that I'm going to show you guys probably in September, because that'll be the next time I have the ingredients again. But maple extract, if you really like maple. So as I said, you can do this to get sweeteners for your coffee or your tea that when you travel, or you can even do it something where you replace this type of thing. I keep this on hand because my daughter really likes these in her waters. And just add it to your water, add it to your yogurt, whatever. And of course your baked goods, if you do mug cakes or you do muffins, that sort of thing, you can really play with it and add any flavor. This is some Mexican vanilla, so it has a really rich taste, as well as some almond extract. So these are all the extracts I have right now. The next time I buy extracts, I do want to get some black cherry, because I want to play with that for a bit. I'm not a big fan of pumpkin spice. I got the pumpkin spice, and I did try it in my coffee, and I actually just poured a little bit into my coffee. It was okay. I mean, it did taste like pumpkin spice coffee. I'm just not a big fan of pumpkin spice coffee, so. But I think this will be really good in, like I said, a muffin or some other recipe, more than that, or even a cheesecake. So making the sweeteners, I've got a little bit here that is kind of drizzled down now that the foam has died down. But this is just super fast to have, and from this being $10, so the lemon extract is like $3, I think, $3 to $4 for this little thing of lemon extract. But I bought this, I probably bought this about 3 months ago, and as you guys know, I use this every single day, more than once a day, actually. So, and then this giant tub is $25, so you kind of saw how much I put in there. It's, yeah, so instead of this costing $10, if I had to guess, I would say I just made it for probably $1.50. That would be my guess. Maybe less. That's with me kind of, you know, rounding up probably. So anyway, that is what I thought I'd show you guys. So let me know in the comments below what flavor of coffee that you miss, or favorite muffin that you miss, and I want to see if I can try to make it keto. Have a great day.